Hi guys, I'm Naomi Willis from Skin Dad. I hope you're doing alright and making sure that every penny counts. If you've got a cough or cold, there are loads of free and cheap ways you can manage the symptoms to feel better. Antibiotics aren't always the answer, and many illnesses get better on their own. You can always check with your GP or pharmacist, but if they advise you don't need antibiotics, then take their advice. We have teamed up with Public Health England to talk to you about how to stay well this winter. So here are some top self-care tips to help you feel better when antibiotics have not been prescribed. Getting rest is easy to say, but harder to do when you've got work, kids, and life needs to carry on. You might not be able to get rest in the day, but try to get a few early nights so you can get more sleep in, which can also help manage your symptoms. It's always recommended we drink plenty of water, but it's even more important when you've got a cold so you don't get dehydrated. One of my favourite drinks to help with the sore throat and to get more fluids is by making a hot honey and lemon drink. It always makes me feel better and helps my throat feel better too. Simply add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice to a mug. You can squeeze in half a lemon instead, but it's cheaper to have a bottle of juice in the cupboard. And stir in 2 teaspoons of honey. Mix it with hot water and enjoy. You don't always need to go to your GP to get medical help. Instead of booking an appointment with your GP, your local pharmacist is there to offer free guidance and support. Many pharmacies in larger stores or supermarkets are open later into the evening, so you don't need to worry about getting time off work in the day. The pharmacist will be able to recommend medicines to help relieve your symptoms. You don't always need to buy the expensive branded products. Pharmacy and supermarket owned brands are just as effective as the well-known brands as they have the same ingredients. Avoid suffering from the flu this winter by going to get your flu vaccine, especially if you can receive it for free. Those who are eligible for the free flu vaccine are those aged 65 and over, people with underlying health conditions, health and social care workers, all those aged 2 to 3 but not 4 years or older on the 31st of August 2019, primary school children and pregnant women. You can get your flu vaccine from your registered GP surgery, pharmacist, some midwifery services, and if you have a primary school child, then they can receive it at their school. One big mythbuster is that you can't get flu from having the flu vaccine, so there's no excuse. A cold is easy to catch, which is why it's so common, but it's quite easy to help prevent passing it around your family or catching another virus again. Germs can live for up to 24 hours on surfaces, which is why it's important to use a tissue when you cough or sneeze and wash your hands regularly. Also think about surfaces that get touched a lot. At my house, it's things like door handles, the computer mouse, TV remote, so always give them a clean regularly to get rid of any unwanted germs. While these tips may help you if you've got a cold or virus, you may need to go to your doctor if your symptoms don't improve or get suddenly worse. Just be sure to prevent antibiotic resistance and always take your doctor's advice on antibiotics. Take a look at the NHS site for full details on the common cold. So there you go. Those tips could help relieve the symptoms the next time you've got a cold so you can get back on the road to recovery without costing much money. A virus like a cold doesn't need antibiotics. Antibiotics should only be taken when they're advised by a healthcare professional to treat bacterial infections that can get worse without them. Taking unnecessary antibiotics encourages harmful bacteria that live inside you to become resistant. This means that antibiotics may not work when you need them next time. Help prevent antibiotic resistance and always take your doctor's advice on antibiotics. I hope you feel better soon.